All right, so someone complained that I'm begging for money on the internet. So here is my link for people to donate if they would like to. And I've had one donation, which was 3.75 Litecoin. 3.75 Litecoin at $3.85 is, what is that, 12 bucks maybe? Maybe a little bit less. I guess about 14 bucks. So I've had $14 donation. And this guy says he's a socialist. He's defending Bernie Sanders, which is the remarkable part here of this. He says, you retired because you love your wife and kids, but you came back for Trump and Ron Paul? So you love Trump and Paul more than you love your kids and wife? Now that's what I call a libertarian. High five. And it said, sweet tooth, I won't vote for Trump. I will vote for Ron Paul if Trump includes him. And I fight for freedom because I want to see a good future for my family. Yes, I think Ron Paul will deliver a better future for my children. And then I replied to him about this. And I said, I replied to your comment in this video, you anonymous troll. And he says, first, I don't give a shit about your wife and kids. Actually, looks like you did, because that was your first and only comment for a while until I replied to you. So you are concerned about my wife and kids, but now you're not. If you did, you would have a job instead of e-begging and crying about your foot getting chopped off. Well, actually, my foot didn't get chopped off. I have metal plates and I have some screws in it, and it hurts really bad. But you know, it is what it is. My house and cars are paid for. I worked hard all my life. I'm not begging. I've gotten a donation of $14 in all the years I've broadcast. I don't get a $175,000 salary like Bernie Sanders does. And now he's asking the taxpayers for more. He's voting for congressional pay raises. But no, I'm not forcing anybody to pay me anything. It's a voluntary thing. Second thing, I am anonymous because I don't want to be stalked and harassed by people like you. Oh, thank you. I have seen enough of your ignorance. People like you make us true libertarians look stupid. I was on your side until you started acting like a crazy little bitch. Lastly, you could never make money from YouTube with this channel or any of your others. You would be flagged and shut down. It's obvious you are just scamming your subscribers for money. Right, so what have they paid me? And did I force them to do it? You know, what have they donated? Why don't you throw out a number here? Maybe some proof. All right, here we go. I said a true anything wouldn't hide behind a fake anonymous account. At least your free shit hero Bernie Sanders has enough balls to own his opinion. You're a libertarian? Haha. He says, Reverend Ryan, wow, multiple channels is something trolls and scammers do out of fear of being shut down. Just saying. E-begging is the same thing as mooching off the government. Now block me and go cry about it. Some of us have to go to work. Yeah, well, it doesn't look like you're working too hard, unless working means trolling. He says, Reverend Ryan, free shit? Like the money you beg for? Get a job, you scam artist. I said, sweet tooth, e-begging, you mean putting a link for people to voluntarily donate? What exactly are you referring to? Voluntary donations is nothing like taxes or the threat of jail. Far different. People can donate or not. There is no one pointing a gun to their head like the tax man does. And he says, I quote him, I said, like the free money you beg for, get a job, you scam artist. Said, point out exactly what you were referring to. Only a coward hides behind an anonymous profile. So this is Sweet Tooth. Of course, this is somebody that I know personally, who has multiple of these accounts. You know, no accountability. You know, no personal accountability for anything he says because he doesn't ever post a video. I mean, this is a video sharing channel. This is a video sharing website. That's what this is for. You know, but this guy is a troll. So he's not really, you know, in the spirit of YouTube. He won't post his own name, his own face, and take accountability for his own words. Unlike Bernie Sanders, I have a lot of respect for Bernie Sanders for at least owning his own BS. I mean, sure, he's, you know, gotten votes and, you know, sold the idea of free shit to people for votes. I mean, basically, he's conning people for votes, saying, okay, you know, if you vote for me, I'm going to fight for a huge minimum wage and free college and free health care. I mean, you know, he's throwing them free stuff in exchange for votes. but at least he owns it. At least he actually owns it. I mean, look what Black Lives Matters did, in Seattle. They get up on his podium and they called him and his followers racist. Now, I happen to agree with them. I think liberals are very racist. Affirmative action? That's what these people fight for. That is a very racist system. So I agree with the Black Lives Matter in that incident where they took over the mic on the Bernie Sanders stage for that rally he was having in Seattle. But at least he doesn't cower and hide behind these fake anonymous profiles. That's one thing at least Bernie Sanders is got credit for, is owning his own bullcrap. I mean, sure, he goes out and panders people for votes and promises them free shit, but at least he owns it, unlike this fool. And this is probably the 9th or 10th account of this person. I happen to know who this is, because it's the same rhetoric. I mean, he talks about, the problem with my foot. That's a pretty personal thing that I post or talk about only with family and friends. This isn't a public thing for me, but he happens to know about it. I know who this guy is, but the fact is that he's an anonymous troll. I know he doesn't have a job. I know him personally. He plays video games all day. He's got his Xbox and his PlayStation that he got with student loans. He got student loans for this Xbox and PlayStation. Didn't earn it himself. Doesn't ever work. Has his mommy pay his insurance for him. And then comes and criticizes me and trolls me, but won't even own it. I mean, at least have the balls to own what you say. That's all I got to say. I'm almost hitting 100 videos. Pretty damn close to the end of that here. As soon as that comes, I have other things to do. I got 2 more things to post videos on, and then I'm taking a break. Peace out.